Hey everybody, so I just got the new edition of the Pipedream A.L.I.C.E. in for review. Super excited to share my thoughts once I have some time on it, but I just took it out of the box, put it together, and well, I noticed it was set up MOTO. So if people don't know what MOTO is, it is a familiar thing in the UK where the right brake right here is the front and the left is the rear. Typically here in the United States and other parts of the world, it's right rear, left front. So today I'm going to take this out for a spin and see how dangerous it is. I mean, it can't be too dangerous, right? We'll see how it goes. Let's do it. So before I get into it, I just wanted to let you all know that this video is supported in part by Terraval tires. Like many cycling brands, there's a passionate group of cyclists behind Terraval. Their tires are designed and inspired by the routes and terrain they've ridden. That's why you may have noticed some of Terraval tire models are named after regions with distinct terrain and even specific trails in some cases. So to learn more about Terraval's development process and a bit more about their tire models, you can click this card right here, and I also have a link in the description below. All right, so I'm about, I don't know, I think 3 miles in, and honestly, when you're riding flat roads, you barely use your brakes. When I'm feathering the brakes together equally, I almost can't even tell the difference. So we'll get to some gravel up here and see how it fares, and I'll probably have to get into some more hilly terrain, more undulation, in order to see if there's any real difference. Another thought I had was potentially drop bars. You don't notice as much, probably because you're not going as rowdy, so I don't know, but it's beautiful out here. The bike's riding really well, so that's another takeaway. The thing that I'm having a difficult time with is skidding. And I just need to memorize that I have to use the left lever to skid. That's literally it on flat ground. So I'm gonna take it to some hills next. All right, so I'm out on another ride here and got to the top of a hill. And we're just gonna send it down the hill and see how weird it is. Let's do it. So that wasn't too bad. I found myself being maybe a little bit more cautious. I was definitely conscious of the fact that my left hand was working my rear brake. So really, I think the biggest thing is knowledge and understanding what you're getting into. But when you go from bike to bike, I think that is where it's going to be really kind of a mental challenge. So let's just keep going here. I got tested for the first time. There was a little sketchy, kind of quick descent with a little rut in it. And I was like, oh, I can just roll right through this without braking. And then I was like, I need to brake because I wasn't sure if I was gonna get through. And so I pulled hard on my right real quick, and I was like, oh, that's not a good idea. And I compensated just because I think naturally put my hand on the rear first just to feather, even though the front usually has the most stopping power. But, so that was interesting. My first oh shit moment. How about this? Gorgeous. Okay, so this experiment, well, it wasn't as exciting as I was hoping it would be. Sure, there were a few moments, especially when going 20 plus miles an hour, where you really need to slow your thought and think about what does what. But if you always feather your brakes equally, it's not really all that noticeable. Swapping between moto and non-moto bikes was also not as weird as I thought it would be. It's more of a mental trick, but once it's on your mind, it's truly not much different. One thing that likely would be a bit more challenging is riding moto on flat bars, but we'll just leave that for another day. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you have any thoughts on moto setup, leave it in the comment section below. Until next time, pedal further.